Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's keep going with the euro currency. So, recalling what we have said in the weekly report, that's although in general markets still keep well this engulfing pattern, but the dynamic of the other currencies such as the Great British Pound, in particular dollar index, and appearing of the grubbers, bullish patterns on the daily chart, makes us to stay aside for a while from taking any short position by far. So yesterday and in the weekend we said if you would like to, you could try to take the long position because technically it is correct decision. It's because of the performance, and if we wouldn't have any geopolitical component, I would say that we should go long, just because we have trend, upward trends, we have patterns in place. So what else we need for taking the position? And actually you could see that while in the Middle East we did not have some really hot news that grounding operation in Gaza still stands, this news stream is turning to some routine for the investors. They start thinking about the more important things, such as a coming Fed meeting, payrolls data on Friday. That's a bit, well, disguise the problems, geopolitical problems, and probably reduce the demand for safe haven assets, or at least reduce the activity in the purchasing of the safe haven assets. Still, on other markets, there are some interesting moments exist. So first of all, if we'll take a look at the dollar index, here's our grubber starts to work. But on the daily chart, we still have a bit smaller dynamic. So here is the drop a bit more significant. And what is interesting is that actually these patterns, it's also, by the way, third grubber, have been formed yesterday. All of them suggest the same target, dropping below these lows. So these patterns altogether suggest taking out these lows, which means on the euro currency, performance above this area. Now, with this background, we should recall what we have on the weekly chart and what we have discussed in the report. That's on the weekly chart. With this whole thrusting down action, we could get great brand body sell setup approximately around 107.50, 108 area, right there. And you can see that XOP stands precisely here. So supposedly the grubbers that are forming right there with the upward action could not just stop around the minimum target and taken out of the stop, but could proceed higher as upward action to XOP and the conference area. On the Great British Pound, we have approximately the same. So on the cable we have the grubber, and take a look. Recently it also reversal bar, bullish reversal bar have been formed. Overall performance here looks a bit more bearish than the euro, just because situation in the economy of the United Kingdom stands a bit worse. It's really difficult, and that's why market is a bit, well, looks heavier than the euro currency with the upward action. Besides, here you consider patterns. We already talked about this as on the cable. We have some butterfly shape, but in the euro currency it looks a bit closer to the dollar index. It means that on the lower time frame, on the 4 time frame chart in particular, market is returning back in consolidation. So on the way up, as minimum target of the grubber stands right there, we still could consider some nearer standing targets. So for example, on the hourly chart, market has completed the OP, now is calling around resistance area, so 106.30, and its agreement, which suggests that maybe some pullback here might happen. In general, you could see here is the acceleration on the city leg with the positive sign. So next tactical target stands around the XOP, which is 106.70. This probably will be next destination point where market could try to go. On the 10-year yield, we see some decreasing of the yield, which is actually interesting. Let's take a look at some demand for the treasury stand, but dollar is also dropping. So it means it's some a bit contradictory factors. So usually demand on the dollar agrees with the demand for the United States assets. And here we have some different performance. Maybe it comes from some relief, or just it's first shock of the Middle East conflict. It's a bit fading, and it's market trying to find a balance in this performance. But in general, tight standing around the top and around the major level suggests that sooner rather than later we should get some upward continuation. So we don't have here yet some clear signs of the collapse, some sharp reversal. So currently it looks like some consolidation. So that being said, speaking on the euro currency in particular, what we could do here. So first of all, I think, just to confirm the thoughts that we have announced in the vehicle report, that until grabbers are valid and until you see bullish performance, despite that you could keep in mind of this bearish engulfing, that we could treat it as a retracement of this bearish engulfing. But in the current circumstance, I wouldn't consider taking the new short position by far, because we have grabbers and they are stands in progress. All trend stands bullish right now on the daily and intraday charts, and that makes me stay side by far from taking the new short. Speaking about longs, I could just repeat the things that we said in the weekend. From technical point of view, this context is correct, so technically it is bullish. The only problem might be that some hot news, some surprising speeches or something of that sort that could really change the situation, especially at the eve of the Fed meeting and payrolls report. So if you're ready to just dealing with that, well, you could consider some minor pullbacks, trying to buy some dip on the possible retracement, and keep watching for possible upward continuation. If you trade on the daily chart, you could use grabbers on the dollar, in particular in euro currency, these lows, or you could try to hide your stop and just watching for some upward continuation here. So it's depend on your time frame trading. So that's actually what we have on euro currency. Let's keep watching.